Hey lambs, welcome to another Kai Rants. If you have an article that you want me to rant about, make sure you DM me the article or mail it to noconductradio@gmail.com. noconductradio@gmail.com. So today's episode is an article that I had seen a while back about someone's son who died of fentanyl poisoning, but it came back up in my feed, and so I just wanted to stop and talk about this. So the 16-year-old son, Sammy, of talk show host Dr. Laura Berman, died because of fentanyl poisoning. Now, the reason why I want to rant about this is because they're blaming Snapchat, because apparently the drug dealer was on Snapchat and was having a conversation with Sammy via Snapchat. Then they decided when to make the drop, whatever. He came to her house, dropped off a line of cocaine that was laced with fentanyl at her house. And so her son died. I'm really sorry for that. That's a horrible for any parent to go through. The problem that I have is that Dr. Berman is now blaming Snapchat. So she actually sued Snap, which is Snapchat's parent company, on the grounds of product liability. She wants a law passed called Sammy's Law, which will enable parents to be alerted regarding, quote, dangerous content is on their devices, end quote. And she also spoke with CEO of Snaps, which is Evan Spiegel, to find out what they can do to actually make this happen. Now, I don't know if you could tell I'm at a loss for words. My mind is blown that somehow this is Snapchat's fault. I'm not understanding that. She's saying that Snapchat played a huge role in her son overdosing and dying. Well, I don't want to say overdosing, get into the poisoning and dying. And so she wants the law passed that allows parents to screen the activities of their children on the app. But, okay, let me continue because I'm just like... Dr. Berman's husband, Sam Chapman, said, quote, "The drug got delivered to our home as if it were pizza, and Sammy died from fentanyl poisoning. He passed out and choked on his own vomit. The quantity of fentanyl was enough for an addict and too much for him." End quote. Okay, again, I can't even imagine losing a child. That's not what my rant is about. My rant is about that you're suing a company that literally has nothing to do with the death of your child. You want a law passed that would allow parents to screen the activities of children on the app. There is a law. It's called being a parent. Literally. You tell your child they're not allowed to go on Snapchat, or you make sure you look at what's going on your child's phone, or you make sure that you're present in your child's social media or just whatever. And I mean, children are going to be children. You cannot watch them 24 hours a day. So even if you had an app that allowed you to watch what's going on in your child's feed, you don't think these children are just going to make a separate secret account? Have you met children? Have you been a child? You can be as observant of your child as you can, but a child is still going to be a child, and what's going to happen is still going to happen. That's just life. So to sue a company and say this is their fault, I'm not saying it's their fault, and I'm not saying it's your fault. It's just something that happened. Because even if a child is not getting this on an app, they can get it out on the streets. Before there was social media, there was still overdosing and poisoning and everything like that simply happening on the streets. And even to to children of strict parents where, well, I always have my child with me. You can't always watch your child. And children will be as children will be. You can think that you know your child, where your child is at all times, so that they'll never be talking to drug dealers or whatever, but then the child's friend slips it to them. They do it in the locker of school. It's up to the child. It's up to you. You teach your child the right way, and it's up to the child to listen to their parents. That's all we can do as parents. And you can't go blaming companies, movies, video games, rock songs, rap, whatever, as to the action that your child decides to take. You can only be as observant as you can as a parent, as present as a parent, and hope that your child will follow what you set out for them. That's it. Somebody asked me if I trust my child. Somebody asked me if once my child became a teenager, would I trust my child? And I said, I trust my child to be a teenager. That's it. That's what it is. So her suing Snapchat and thinking about making an app so parents can be alerted of this, and that's not going to do anything but make children more sneaky. So yeah, you'll have to log into this one, but then there'll be another login that you have no idea about. Or they'll just log in on their friend's phone from their friend's login, or whatever that you will have no idea about. So going through all of this is not going to solve anything. You were a child. I was a child. We were all children. Anyways, I'd love to hear from you. Maybe I'm being too harsh as always, but I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below, or go to the website, www.murderandlove.com, and shoot me an SOS. That's all I have for you today in my rantings. Bye.